Judy's vision starts to come into focus after the explosion. She looks around the basement. Even though she is no longer in her home, she actually feels like this is the place where she should be. She sees everyone staring at her. However, she feels totally comfortable with everyone there. Harry walks closer to her, looks her in her eyes, and says,
I know you, but I don't know you for some reason.
Judy looks around.
Where am I?
First, let's start with this question. Who are you?
My name is Judy. Judy Craven.
Well, hi, Judy.
So, what planet are you from?
Laura rolls her eyes.
Probably not from planet Stupid. That's your planet.
Actually, I was thinking of asking the same question. Is this Earth? The United States? Chicago, Illinois?
Yes to all these questions.
Steve then points to the machine responsible for all of this and says to Judy,
By any chance, do you recognize a box like this from where you're from?
Can't say that I do. Though, loving that necklace you have on. I have a store where I sell items like this. I had a similar design in mind for a necklace just like this. And I was working on it before I came here.
Really? So you were working on your computer designing this necklace before you came here? How did you come up with this design? Did an AI program create it?
No, kind of weird. But I was laying in my bed, and a silhouette of a person walked up to me. I couldn't move, and then it touched me on my head, and this design was given to me.
There's got to be a connection between the two. Steve, what does this invention do? Is it a teleporter?
No, it was just an old deep freezer I was repairing. Not sure where I got it from, though. Probably was just bored and was gonna use the parts for some other invention I had in mind. You guys take Judy upstairs and ask her some questions, and I'll look around for more clues as to this mystery.
They all walk upstairs with Judy. They all stare at her. Judy breaks the ice.
So, nice family. What do you guys all do for a living?
Well, me and my dad are retired cops.
Me and my mom are the owners of a chain of restaurants called Rachel's Place.
I'm a former lawyer and judge. Now I have a TV show where I talk about law and help others out legally.
I have a chain of hair salons and style hairs for a lot of guests on Laura's show, and my husband Waldo is a renowned cook.
And what about the guy downstairs?
That's my husband, Steve. He's an engineer and inventor.
Judy looks around and sees Harriet staring at her.
So, what is it that you do?
I'm also retired. I was the CEO of a department store that has since gone out of business.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's okay. I told them in the late 90s that the internet and online shopping was going to be the next big thing. But no one wanted to invest in the future of the company. So we went bankrupt in 2009.
I don't know why, but for some reason, I'm getting some funny vibes from you. What does your gut feeling tell you how you should feel about me?
Honestly, like I should be disappointing in you for some reason.
I don't know why. My business is thriving more than ever.
Wow, your parents must have really installed some great work ethic values in you at an early age.
I never knew my parents. The earliest memory I had was walking into a store in the mall that sells wedding dresses. And I was about 10 or 12, not sure about my real age, because I had no ID on me when they found me. All I had on me was a purse that had the engraving It didn't even have my mom's name on it. It could have been a birthday present or a Christmas present. I don't know.
It was a present for your 13th birthday.
Everyone looks at Waldo.
How'd you know that?
Well, I was there. You were all there. Not sure all of you don't remember it, or your sister Judy.
Hold on, Waldo. I think I'll remember if I had a sister.
Now that you mention it, when they found me, I also had pictures of you at a party for some reason.
I remember that night.
Paul looks at Eddie with a stern look.
Yeah, and so do I.
Let's not bring up negative memories. Let's concentrate on the here and now. But I do vaguely remember being blackmailed.
Richie looks at Judy.
Yeah, and for some reason, I remember you tearing up my polar bear doll.
No, it was a penguin costume.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember having a talk with you about that. I thought that was a dream.
I remember us licking envelopes together and having to undo them for some reason.
Maxine steps in between everyone's nostalgic trip down memory lane.
Hold on, everybody. Let's switch gears here. Waldo, if you remember Judy all this time, why didn't you ask the family where she was? Or what she was doing all this time?
Well, you guys didn't ask me. I just assumed she left and joined the circus like my cousin Three-Leg Tanisha Taco Tequila Waldo.
Babe, you never mentioned that you had a cousin who had 3 legs in the circus.
She didn't have 3 legs. They called her that because of her distinct mole above her right eye.
Everyone looks puzzled.
Waldo, if her distinct feature was her mold, why didn't they create a name that symbolized that?
Because that would be rude to point out someone's physical flaws like that.
Everyone looks at each other, smirks at Waldo's comment, and rolls their eyes at each other. Laura then turns to Harriet and says,
Mom, don't you have some memories as well?
No, I don't remember any of this.
Judy walks over to her.
Harriet, what's my favorite book?
I don't know.
So you're telling me you don't know my favorite book is The Wizard of Oz?
No, it's Swiss Family Robinson.
Harriet, are you my mother?
It can't be. Just leave me alone.
Maxine has heard enough and yells out.
What the hell is going on here?
Steve comes from out the basement.
I think I can explain.
He pulls out a special case he had stored away for almost 30 years. Inside the cases, a tape recorder that he used to take notes. Steve nervously looks at everyone and then slowly but reluctantly presses play on the tape recorder.
Stephen KillaKrane, October the 13th, 1999. Some time ago, I invented a time-traveling machine that can be worn on the wrist. However, it had catastrophic ripple effects. So I decided to destroy it. I've been taking that technology and experimenting on ways to view alternative dimensions. Not to travel to them, but just to view what they are like. Some could be as simple as a universe where everything is exactly like this one. Except I have grape juice in my fridge instead of orange juice. Some universes could be seriously different. But if my experiment is successful, this should answer all those questions. I have further invented this recording device that will act like an initial probe that can travel safely from dimension to dimension. So far, I can only get the sound to record. However, I'm about to make the adjustments now.
All of a sudden, a knock can be heard. Steve pushes a button on one of his devices, and it opens the door to his basement lab.
Come on in, Harriet.
Hi, Steve. What are you working on now?
Oh, you've come at the right time. This invention will revolution mankind's whole perspective on our existence as a whole.
I could really use a different perspective on things now.
What do you mean? Are you okay?
I had to kick Judy out of my house.
Oh no, what happened?
Richie was watching a music video on TV, and I saw Judy dancing provocatively and dressed half naked.
Well, Harriet, it was Judy's dream for the longest to become a dancer. Some types of dances are not what we may consider tasteful by our standards, but we have to be respectful of our art.
Absolutely not. No daughter of mine is going to flaunt her body parts around in front of the whole world.
So what happened?
I admonished her, told her she was acting like a total floozy. I said she had to either stop doing this or she had to get out of.
Then what did she say?
Well, she accused me of being old-fashioned and pig-headed. I told her she had to get out of my house. She said she didn't care and accused me and Rachel of never loving her anyway. She said we only loved Richie. That really broke my heart. And she further said she's leaving with her boyfriend Marcus, and she's going to do this full time.
I'm sure she didn't mean that. Both of you were just in the moment. Give it a few days. Judy can even move in with me and Laura.
No. If she wants to act like a slut, then let her be a slut. If I can't have the little girl I used to have, then I don't want her at all. I'm fine with just erasing her out of all my memories.
Harriet then pounds the invention Steve has been working on. It fires up, sparks start to fly around the room, and screams can be heard from the machine. The 12-year-old Judy enters the Winslow home after her grandma's wedding. But upon entering, she starts to scream for some reason. She then slowly fades away, and so does any memory of her ever existing. After the recording ends, everyone has a combination of confusion and sadness. Judy then says,
I remember some of this. I remember getting in the car with Marcus, then having an intense headache, and then I passed out and had memory of walking in the house after Grandma's wedding, but I could still remember what my mom just said to me in the future. As I walked in the home from the wedding, my mom hugged me and was praising me for how cute I looked in my dress and how she wished I could stay this way forever. I was so disgusted by this. I told her I hated her and how I wished I was never part of this family. All of a sudden, I had another headache and I was transported to the dimension where the wedding gown store was.
Laura slowly turns to Harriet.
So, Mom, you basically wished our sister away?
It was a quick comment made during a heated moment. I didn't mean any of it. I love you, Judy. I would never made that wish if I knew it would end it up like this.
If anyone is to blame, it was Steve and his crazy inventions.
Eddie, that's enough. It's bad enough you make me feel guilty for stuff you disagree with, but don't do this to Steve just because you're angry.
No, she's right. I can remember now why I stopped doing these inventions. And this was the reason. I guess this machine kind of granted wishes. And my wish was that I no longer had the desire to make things like this. My inventions have caused thousands of dollars of damage to you guys' family home. Changed events in history, almost got me and Carl eaten by a cat, and now this. My genius is a curse. And I want to say I'm sorry to the only real family I've ever had. I love all of you, and I never meant for this to happen.
Richie walks over to Steve and gives him a hug.
Uncle Steve, we love you too. You've truly been an uncle to me and helped me with so much stuff. You've also helped out the family so many times. And to my memory, never held a grudge for little stuff for years.
Richie gives a stern look at Eddie and Laura.
Like some people I know. You've been a great member of this family, and everyone here should be grateful you've been in our lives. Personally, I have this feeling that maybe all this happened for a reason.
Waldo gets super emotional and starts to cry.
Gee, I agree. The Winslows are a family like no other. In the famous words of late great Martin Luther King Jr., can we all just get along?
Everyone looks puzzled. Eddie raises his finger.
Waldo.
Rachel interrupts Eddie.
Eddie, just let him have his moment.
Waldo is right. Well, partially. We're a family. This includes Maxine and Waldo as well. We've been through some hard times. And now this is just another test to see how well we can stay together. Let's rejoice that all of us are here and we can have another warm family moment together.
Hey, I got an idea. Your old homes haven't been demolished yet. Actually set up for later on tonight. How about we go over there and see if the construction crew will allow us to go through the home one last time?
Now, Waldo, that is a great idea. But we can't just walk up there and ask the foreman to let us into the home. There's a process.
Trust me, there won't be a problem at all. Come on, guys.
The family is hesitant at first. However, their curiosity gets the better of them, and they follow Waldo to the old Winslow home. When they get there, there are construction workers around the home. As the family approaches, one of the workers stops them.
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. This home is set to be demolished tonight. We can't let you in.
All of a sudden, a voice in the distance can be heard.
I think we can make an exception. Just this one time. They're like family to me.
They all focus their sights towards the voice walking towards them. Waldo sees this person, then smiles. Judy happily shouts,
Weasel!
They all take turns hugging him. Carl leans forward and reads the badge that is on Weasel's shirt. Although Weasel is not officially part of the family, Carl feels very proud of him for his accomplishment. Weasel notices the look of satisfaction on Carl's face. He then says,
Yeah, I bought this company from this guy named Frank in Wisconsin. After he retired, his wife passed away. But now, I got my own company, a beautiful wife, and I also picked up this knucklehead as a brother-in-law.
So, brother-in-law, do you think we can have one quick nostalgic moment before you guys tear it down?
Yep, it should be safe enough for you guys to go in and reminisce one last time. But it's going to cost you.
What?
Eddie, Waldo, Steve, come over here.
They all group together, exchange smiles, and get into positions. They then do a series of movements and execute their signature handshake. This is especially special for them because they have not done this handshake in almost 30 years. Harriet smiles and then turns to Weasel.
Thank you so much. This really means a lot to all of us.
Of course, Miss Winslow. You guys go ahead on in.
As they walk towards the home, Weasel yells out,
Gotta say, I think seeing you guys all together again is such a sweet thing.
He then winks his eyes. As the family walks away, Weasel's phone rings. He answers it.
Hello? Hey, Cody. How's it going? Been a while. When is the last time you spoke to Danny? What? Oh, no. I didn't know.
The family enters the home slowly. Nothing is left in there but a piano covered with a blanket. They walk through various parts of the home and share different memories of past events. They all meet back up in the living room. Rachel is the last to come in. She then says,
Good thing we came back. Look what I found.
Wow! I've been looking for this everywhere. I swear, before we left this home, I searched for this thing everywhere. Where did you find it?
It was neatly folded in the middle of Mother Winslow's old room.
You know, Mother Winslow told a story of how this quilt was passed down from generation to generation and symbolized unity of the Winslow family. I don't think there could be a better example of this than what's happening right now.
Everyone starts to cry and tears from everyone gets on the quilt. All of a sudden, the room starts to light up, the quilt disappears, and so does the home. Everyone is suddenly transported to another realm, but it's more like a dream sequence. They all look around.
Where are we?
Right where you guys need to be.
They all look around, and it's Myra.
Myra? Where are we? What are we doing here?
All of these questions will be answered in a bit. As of right now, you should talk to this handsome man.
They all look up and see a large podium. Behind the podium is Lieutenant Murdaugh.
Winslow, friends of Winslow's, ma'am, little ma'ams, that are now big ma'ams.
Sir, what are you doing here? Where is this place?
Winslow, I just opened the gate. I think those questions are best answered by whatever you experience behind this gate.
Are you God?
Oh, that's so sweet of you to say, sugar. But no.
Mother.
How can this be? How is this all possible? What is this place? Is it heaven?
Well, kind of. The combined love that all of you have brought forth has manifested into this realm that you are all experiencing. Not sure if everything happens for a reason, or if this is all some sort of coincidence. All of that doesn't matter. What matters is that despite everything that has gone on, all the hardships all of you have experienced, despite your busy schedules, despite how far apart some of you are, y'all are here, together, as a family, in the home which created such a union. So no matter what happens in life, remember, family always matters.
The entire family is now back in the old home. Silence fills the room. The only thing that is heard is their teardrops falling to the ground. They hug each other tightly. Carl looks for something to wipe his tears. He sees the cloth that is covering the piano. He takes it off and it reveals the piano.
Anyone want to give it one last go around?
Sure. And I got the perfect song for this occasion.